Shalom. One of my main concerns as a rabbi used to be צחוק, laughing. Since I was very young, I remember myself laughing. Laughing during birkat כהונים, עם זמירות, during laning, and so on. Now, as a child, it's still embarrassing, but people understand, well, it's just a little boy. What can you expect from a little boy? But as an adult, as a rabbi, laughing is great, as long as it is being used in proper situations, with proper excuses to laugh, and limited with time. If you do not have these conditions, you're either crazy or disrespectful. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I was the chazan, the cantor, and I lead the davening. I start Amida, Chazarat Hashatz, and as soon as I start laughing. And I think to myself, oh my God, I'm only at the beginning, I still have way more to go. I can't leave the room, I can't apologize because I'm in the middle of Amida. I put my talit on my head and try to concentrate the best I can. After long moments, I'm finally done. As soon as I'm done, the gabbai comes to me and says, don't worry, we'll take over, and I thanked him for that. Another friend came and gave me a glass of water, and another friend came and gave me a big hug. And at this moment I realized that they weren't sure whether I was laughing or crying. And I thought to myself, as a rabbi, it's much better to be crying without an excuse rather than laughing. If you cry, people may think that you're concentrating on davening, or perhaps you just got sad news. But if you're laughing without an excuse, this is unheard of. Our parshas, Lech Lecha and Vayera, deal with צחוק, with laugh. Starting with God coming to Abraham, telling him that he is going to have a baby boy soon, and you shall call him Yitzchak. Not Isaac, but Yitzchak, from the word צחוק. Both Abraham and Sarah are laughing when they get the news. Sarah, as written on chapter 18, verse 12, ותצחק שרה בקרבה לאמור, she was laughing, אחרי בלותי הייתה לי עדנה ואדוני זקן. Soon after, she was criticized for that. God comes to Abraham and tells him, למה זה צחקה שרה? Why was she laughing for? היפלא מהשם דבר? Now this is very interesting because Abraham also was laughing. Soon earlier, on chapter 17, verse 15, written, ויפול אברהם על פניו ויצחק, he fell on his face and laughed. ויאמר בליבו, he said in his heart, הלבן 100 שנה ייוולד, ואם שרה בת 90 שנה תלד, I'm going to be 100, שרה 90. We'll have a baby boy back then. How come Sarah was criticized and he wasn't? Explains Rashi, the commentator Rashi. Abraham's laugh was out of faith. Abraham said, it's unbelievable. We're going to have a baby boy. I'm going to be 100, Sarah 90, and we're going to have a baby boy. What a great miracle God is doing for us. Sarah's laugh was out of lack of faith. She didn't believe that it can happen. She said, I'm simply already too old for this. And because of that, she was criticized. The commentators Radak and Sforno explain that it's not that she didn't believe that God can do such a miracle, but she didn't believe that the messengers, the three people who came to let her know about it, she didn't believe that they are the messengers of God. And in any case, she was criticized for this as well. If we go on Parashat Vayera, we can see that tzchok, laugh, was also an essential element in the relationship between Yitzchak and his older brother Ishmael. And so it's written on chapter 21, verse 9. ותרא שרה את בן הגר המצרית אשר ילדה לאברהם מצחק. Sarah sees Ishmael, the son of Hagar, מצחק. And because of that, she decides to kick him out of the house. Ishmael was laughing, and this causes such an extreme action. Rashi brings three explanations. Some explain that his laugh was related to avodat kochavim, idolatry. Some explain that it was related to gilui arayot, forbidden sexual relationship, and some explain that it was related to retzicha, to killing. 3 major sins. If that's indeed the case, I can understand that Sarah needed to get rid of him because she didn't want her little son to be affected by him. Rashi brings another explanation which basically shows that Ishmael was bullying Yitzchak. He says that he was shooting arrows at him, and afterwards says, no, I was just joking. It wasn't serious. A bully doesn't know how to share, and Sarah realizes that and says, it's either him or my son. I would rather it to be my son, and therefore Ishmael and Hagar needs to leave. I like to try to concentrate on the pshat of what is written, and because of that I thought to myself for another explanation that may be possible. It's written that Ishmael was metzachek. Perhaps, I would say, the problem was that Ishmael took over Yitzchak. He took his position, what he was supposed to do. Yitzchak was supposed to be metzachek. This is part of his name. But instead Ishmael was metzachek, taking over him, and because of that Sarah decides that this is it, we need to split. In any case, we see that love can come due to different reasons. If it comes due to faith, it's great, you'll be admired for. If it comes due to lack of faith, you'll be criticized for. If it comes due to sins or bullying, you'll be kicked out of your place. But what do we do if love comes without any reason? So first of all, I must share that if it happens to you or to your friend, the best thing to do is just to let it be. Let the love be there. Don't shush him, don't criticize him. This just makes the situation even worse. Secondly, I think that if we are lucky to be laughing, we should thank God for this and see it as a present. How many times in our lives we need to cry? We're sad. Here we have an opportunity to laugh. Use this moment and enjoy it and thank God for this. I would like to wish you, your family, your friends, and myself to have lots of moments of laughs with or without excuses. Thank you and shalom.